Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Extra Time TV. This is Andres Okla.
I'm Kevin Campbell.
And Kevin, destiny is not in our hands. Unfortunately, it's not. Trinidad has to take on Haiti on Sunday, but the result of that game is irrelevant at this point. I mean, we have to win anyway to even have a chance. So we have to win. But before, let me just run through it real quick. As Kevin explained in the last video, we lost to Suriname, unfortunately, in our opening game.
Yeah.
So you can check out our post-match reactions at the end of this video, where we have comments on both coaches. So now we require Haiti to defeat Suriname with a narrow margin.
Yeah.
And for us to basically open the floodgates on Haiti this Sunday, for us to have a chance to make it through.
Yeah.
So everybody will end up on 3 points, and then
Goal difference would,
Yeah, so destiny is not in our hands. So we have to take on Haiti based on the result, which we are going down to check out in a little while. Kevin, how do you think, we don't know the outcome yet, so how do you think St. Feet should approach this game?
Andre, Haiti is our arch nemesis.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, back in the 70s, 73 qualification for the World Cup in Germany, all shenanigans came out and we lost.
Yes.
For a couple
Centenario.
Centenario qualification, they defeated us. Now it's another crunch game with the Haitians. And in my opinion, we should come out on top if we play to our strengths.
Yep.
But Haiti, the reason why we struggle with Haiti, Haiti plays with a lot of aggression, a lot of tenacity, a lot of fight.
Yep.
And sometimes we are a bit overawed by that.
Yeah. Because
we tend to play within ourselves and we don't exhibit that powerful nature that the Haitians possess. So in my opinion, we should be able to, we have more technique than Haiti.
Yeah.
So we should pass the ball really good, pass the ball better, take on players with efficiency. That's where we will succeed if we are to beat Haiti.
Yep.
But again, the game is going to be difficult. Haiti, even though they lost to French Guyana in the last rounds, which puts them in this round, they are a force to reckon with in Caribbean football. They last won the Caribbean Cup in 2007, and they also won it back in the late 70s.
And 2007, we had a really strong team.
Yeah.
Very strong team, and they still beat us.
That was the year after the World Cup.
Yeah.
So Haiti, they're a force to reckon with. Their top scorer, Kevin Balfour, plays in India. He has a lot of goals for Haiti.
Yeah.
And they need to watch out for him and other French-based players. But for us, if we look at our forward line, it's where I see we are most bleak. It's really susceptible because, I mean, Colonel Glenn, he had that hamstring injury.
Yeah.
And with a guy that age, hamstrings don't heal that quickly. So they need to be assessed, and if he can play, then it'll be great. If not, I'm thinking Akeem Roach is going to start again.
Yeah.
He didn't have such a good game against Suriname. His touch was a bit off and his passing was a bit off as well.
Yeah.
And I don't think St. Feet would have the option of Trevin Caesar, who could have been that alternate striker.
Yeah.
So I don't know if St. Feet may change the formation. He may go with 2 up front. If Hakim Asia may start again because he was not up to the races against Suriname.
No.
So maybe that could put Houston Hector closer up to the forward line.
But he's more dangerous.
Yeah, and bring in Andrew Buku. Because Buku, the English-based midfielder, came on in the second half for us.
Yeah.
But he was, maybe a bit jet lagged because he came in the night before. But if he has that spot in the center midfield, then play can move forward quicker, having that security system in that holding midfield booth. So those are the keys to success for TNT, in my opinion, if we are to succeed against Haiti.
Yep, I agree. Just to build on the Andre Buku point, he's one of my personal favorites for a reason. I think when he is very crucial for Trinidad. If he doesn't, well, at least on the Hart before, if he doesn't play well, the link between the midfield and forwards and that general ability to change gears, as I like to call it, because we can't attack all the time, which is like the Premiership style, we just attack.
Yeah.
He has the ability to kind of balance things off, speed things up, slow things down. He's also very physical. He did look a bit jet lagged, and understandably so. I mean, he just came from a flight, and these are little aspects of the game that fans, well, we could enlighten you guys. These guys are flying, 8, 9-hour flights. Sometimes they have to make stops. Some of these guys just came back from the tour. So there's a lot of physical wear and tear on their bodies. Now, a lot of people will say, well, they should have been rested. So there are pros and cons. So they had to play friendlies to prepare. Yet, maybe physical exhaustion is a key. So it's how you manage the players, and, exercise science is such at a different level now. Recovery and all that is important for my exercise science people out there, my former colleagues. They'll understand that this is a very, very specific science and very much a component of the game. in the modern game, especially for international, well, all sports, that if mishandled could really make or break your game.
Yeah, it can.
So, like, for example, Jose Mourinho is a good example of he won and it was down to his ability to manage a massive team like Chelsea and Inter Milan over 3 competitions and having a fully fit team. Trinidad, obviously, Conor Glenn has the wear and tear.
Yeah.
Even Tyrone Charles.
Carlisle Mitchell.
Oh, sorry.
Carlisle Mitchell. It surprised me because he was stretched off.
Yeah.
And then he came back on. He was limping. So Coach St. Pete pushed him up in the midfield so he wouldn't be a liability. But that is another point because he's our starting centre back. You don't want to have our starting guy not being able to jog even. So he will need to be assessed as well. And just a point on note for the game on Sunday. Our back four that played against Suriname, only one guy, as Aubrey David, played in the World Cup qualifiers.
Yep.
Actually, he's the only guy in the team that remains from the World Cup qualifiers. So that shows you that continuity is not there.
No.
But Aubrey David, I like him. He's a very promising footballer because he plays for Deportivo Saprissa, the greatest club in Costa Rican history. So he's left-footed and he needs to show his quality and be a leader alongside Abubakar in that back four because I think the goalkeeper would need that support from his defense, that extra vocal support and experience from Abubakar and David. So if you can solidify that, we stand a good chance against the Haitians.
Yep, and I've seen him training Kevin as well. We saw the coach Lucas, goalkeeping coach.
Yes.
They had the keepers look really sharp. That's the thing. So we are seeing what they are doing. They are working very hard. It's very high intensity training. So it's really the execution on the field which is the real problem. We spoke about it on our preview at the stadium. The psychological component. So they really need to get it together and rally. The experience now, since David is the only, I guess, current veteran. I mean, Edwards has been out of the international fold for a while. So a while. So he needs to, maybe readjust as well, and he's also up there in age. Glenn was still physically, I think he was still potent. He got injured. I'm really worried about the goal scorer, Charles. He looked like he was struggling down to the end. And,
fatigued.
So a lot of players, it looks like the squad is really thinning down, but we definitely need to score some goals. He tried the counter-attacking football, and credit to Suriname and their head coach. He came with a game plan. I was very impressed with his post-match conference. He was very gracious with his victory. He was not arrogant. He understood what his team was about. And he came with a strategy, and it sort of was very clever because we were waiting for them to attack. And it allowed them, I think, to get into the game. I think maybe we should have probably made them be a bit more comfortable as the game progressed. But it was very clever. It seems that he interprets the game really well. So Suriname will be no walkovers by Haiti today. For Trinidad, as I said before, if we don't score goals within a certain period of time, we get more and more anxious. And we usually concede and then we react, which is something I used to see before in old Trinidad teams. With Hart, they would take initiative. Usually with smaller teams, up until recently, they would obliterate them. But I think that lack of aggression and initiative is there. We need that winning mentality. We saw it against Guatemala. Those guys were going in head on. And the absence of fear, I think there's a stereotype we use in Italian football. We play not to lose. And it absolutely hurts us. I think, listen, we need to go out there and play with no fear. Don't play with too much emotion, which is a difference. Play without fear. Even at all levels of sport, from high school to primary school, I can tell you there's a big difference. When you play with fear, your legs feel a bit heavier, your reflexes are a bit slower.
You double think things or moves that should be routine to you.
You second guess. Even in any job, even like, what we do, everything else. Once you don't have that fear, you perform better. Just that simple. I think Trinidad needs to do that. The crowd needs to get behind them. I'm usually highly critical of our crowds. I think we're way too quiet. We are probably the most friendly crowds in the world. We have to understand that we are not Argentina, we are not Brazil, we are not Germany, but we are capable of putting a hurting on these teams.
A bit more partisan atmosphere is needed at our grounds.
They have some fun. Trinidadians are loud. We like to celebrate, but credit to the fans. They concentrated intently on the game. So it means there's a lot of fans. So I really like to set a shout out to the fans who look at our show. It was really a nice feeling to see fans coming out to the games and seeing that emotion, because it shows that football is not dead in Trinidad. There are accusations going around and people saying the game is dead, and in some aspects it's weak and sick, but I don't think it's dead. I think
Yeah.
at the end of the day, for whatever view people have in football, whatever issues you have with the administrations, with the coaches, I think at the end of the day, everybody wants to win. And eventually, my dream for 2017 is that we all get it together.
Yeah.
I know I sound like one of those 70s commercials. Let us all get together. But, everybody just gets it together for the team. Because the last time we did it,
Coming together.
we got to the World Cup. I mean, it sounds cliche, it sounds like a real bad hallmark card, but I see I know the players, I know the people involved, and they all have their strengths, and it just comes down to good old-fashioned teamwork on and off the field.
Yeah.
We'll do our part to rally the troops and the fans, analyze the game the best way we could to give you all the best possible show we can.
Yeah.
Kevin and I are always working hard, and I digress. Come Sunday, no matter the result tonight, support your team because we have the upcoming qualifiers. Kevin, I think if we don't score in the first 20 minutes, the pressure of the game will get to us. And this is where I hope, this is what we have to see if we have the mental strength, which is the whole point of that whole speech.
Yeah.
If we don't score in the 20 minutes, we have to see if we are calm enough. This is where Edwards and those guys need to keep it down, keep the team calm.
Yeah.
Because if we don't score, Haiti will just be cruising.
Yeah.
And we are at home. And there's a psychological load on the team.
Yeah.
A bunch of inexperienced players and whatever that the burden is on us to win now.
Yeah.
So let's see how it goes.
I think we just need to find the channels, get the channels down, and find the pockets of space and attack the space properly. That's why I was critical of us here. So whoever plays in that trick-or-teacher type role would need to attack the spaces with fervence and with endeavor. So that's my opinions of what we should do.
Yeah, so let us know what you think in the comment section below. We love the comments we have been getting. We got a lot of kind words at the stadium, so we appreciate that. It's good to know that you all appreciate what we are doing. We always try to improve. We love the feedback. We love the communication we have with the players. Especially there's Rasta Bob, always commenting. So listen, kudos to you, my friend. And there's others, I can't remember your usernames right now. I don't want to say the wrong thing. But we really appreciate the support. Tell us what you have to say in the comment section below, because when you do that, you help your chances of winning a prize. Let's be honest. So most likely, I don't want to call him Rasta Bob. Looks like one of the likely candidates. So keep in touch, Rasta Bob. Good work. All the others as well. We're not forgetting you as well. So put your comments in the comment section below. Feel free to throw questions at Kevin and I will answer it.
We'll answer all of them.
And also, Kevin, tell them where they can find you.
You can find me at Kev868 on Twitter and Instagram. Andrew?
You can find me at Andrew Soklal on Instagram and Twitter. And also, apparently, this is new. I've been challenged when I go to games by a whole bunch of kids. They want to play me in FIFA. So my PSN name is DreCool10. I'll put it in the graphic below. Feel free to bring it on. I'm pretty confident. Not to sound a bit cocky, not to toot my own horn. But see if you can take me. You never know. And maybe I could amp up a little bit and say if you win, we may give you a prize. We may give you a prize. Who knows?
Could be.
I can't say I'll give you a copy of FIFA 17, but you'll have it. Maybe we can give it who knows? You'll see what prize is. So remember to like, subscribe, because when you like and subscribe, you qualify for a chance to win copy of FIFA 17.
Yes.
And also a chance to win tickets to the upcoming games.
Panama.
Yes. And World Cup qualifiers. Maybe even some others, who knows. And also, I can't remember what to say at the end.
Also, this episode was brought to you by the fine folks at my store.
I can't believe I forgot that. So, guys, keep watching and thanks for the kind words.
Okay guys, so don't forget, if you like and subscribe our page on YouTube, Extra Time TV, you instantly qualify to win a copy of FIFA 17. So don't forget, like and subscribe.